Another former Pac-12 player, Kanan Carlisle, a transfer from Stanford. He was all Pac-12 freshman team member last season when he averaged 11.5 points per game. The rest of the starting lineup, Mackenzie Mbako. He is a 6'9", 220-pounder who is a really good player. 2023 McDonald's All-American, a 5-star top 10 recruit. He's lived up to that billing, averaging nearly 19 points, 6.5 rebounds per game. Started all 33 games as a freshman last year, and he has shot it well from distance. They don't shoot a lot of threes, about 18 or 19 a game compared to the 35 we saw from West Virginia yesterday. But Mbako's off to a great start. He's hit 10 of 19 from three. He's also 15 of 16 at the free throw line this year. Starting on the front line, Malik Renew. He is a 6'9", 232-pounder out of Miami, a candidate for the Karl Malone Power Forward Player of the Year. He's averaging 13.5 points, 6.5 rebounds early in the season. Starting in the middle will be the former Zag, Oumar Ballo, 7 foot, 265 pounds in his 6th year of college basketball. Spent a couple of years at Arizona after 2 seasons at GU, which included a redshirt year. Ballo averaging 11 points, 9 rebounds per game on the season. Meanwhile, for the Bulldogs, the starting lineup is the same one that we've seen since Game 3. Ryan Nembhard gets the start at the point. 12 assists, 1 turnover in the loss yesterday. Struggled shooting a little bit, but still one of the best assist men in the country. 59 assists, 7 turnovers through 6 games for Nembhard. Joined the backcourt by Nolan Hickman. Nolan averaging 11 points a game in his senior year. On the wing, it'll be Caleb Battle. Got up to a hot start for the Bulldogs yesterday. 14 points in the first half. Finished with 16 in the loss to West Virginia in overtime. Battle, the transfer from Arkansas, 6'5", 185 pounds, averaging a little better than 14 points per game. On the front line for the Bulldogs, Mike Ajayi gets the start, looking to get things going. He's averaging 5.5 points, 4 rebounds a game his last 4. The 6'7", 228-pounder, averaging 6.5 points per game this season. Graham Ike gets the start in the middle, 6'9", 250-pound senior out of Aurora, Colorado, is averaging just over 14 points per game. So for Indiana today, it will be Rice, Renew, Carlisle, Ballo, and Mbako. For the Bulldogs, it's Nembhard, Hickman, Ike, Ajayi, and Battle. These 2 storied programs in college basketball. The Hoosiers have won 5 national championships, their last in 1987. The Bulldogs still looking for their first title, but over the last 25 years, nobody has been as consistent as the Bulldogs. Gonzaga, the road team, wearing the traditional road blue uniforms, the red and white trim. Gonzaga across their chests, their names in white across the backs of the jerseys. Indiana wearing their home whites with the red trim. Indiana in red across their chests, no names in the backs of the uniforms for the Hoosiers. Ball's in the air, opening tip controlled by the Hoosiers, and they'll have the basketball to get things started. Bulldogs pressuring. Hickman on Rice. Former Washington State Cougar. Dribbling out top. Struggled yesterday. 1 out of 11. Gives it up to Renew. Backing down to Jai. Gets into the paint. Forces a shot with the left. Comes up short. Ball tipped. Chased down in the corner by the Bulldogs. It's Battle. Long pass up the floor for Ike. Beautiful look. Graham catches, gathers, and scores. What a pass from Battle to Ike to get the scoring started here in the Bahamas this afternoon. Indiana goes to work offensively for the second time. It's Renew out with it, looking down low for Ballo. Threw it right to Ike. Ike gives it up to Nembhard. Ryan picks up his dribble. No look to Ajayi for the 2-handed flush, and the Bulldogs have an early 4-0 lead. Nearly 1 minute gone by here in the Bahamas. Zags off to a hot start here. Carlisle, the Stanford transfer, had it briefly, gives it up to Rice. Rice, a freshman All-American down in Pullman last year, gives it up to Mbako. Mbako is going to be fouled by Battle. That's an interesting matchup on the wing. Mackenzie Mbako. Good player. Their leading scorer, just under 19 points a game. He is going to inbound as Battle will defend. But first, Rice will tie up his orange shoes. His shoelace came loose. Mo's joked about it before. One of the most taxing things you can do is tie a shoe in front of a couple thousand people. Everybody's watching. Doesn't get any more pressure-filled than that, according to Mo, as we laughed about that last game. Mbako inbounds to Rice, gets a screen from Ballo. Dribbles to his left. Gives it up right side, Carlisle. To Ballo, hands it back to Carlisle, fires a 3, rims out. Ike secures the rebound. Quick outlet to Surveys as he weaves through white shirts, gives it up to Battle, catches on the break, shoots the three, wouldn't go down, tipped out by Ajayi, ball still loose. Hickman comes away with it, bounce to Nembhard. He bounces on the baseline to Battle, who lays it in, and the Bulldogs are off to a red-hot start. Timeout for the Hoosiers. 92 seconds in, it's 6-0 Zags. Oh, the Bulldogs, we just talked about it. Who's going to come out ready to play, and so far it looks like GU. Nembhard with a couple of early assists for the Bulldogs. Battle with a beautiful feed to Ike to get the scoring started. And the Zags have jumped out to a 6-0 lead. 30-second timeout called by Mike Woodson. Again, Woodson in his fourth year at Indiana. 67-41 record. And it'll be interesting to see how they respond today after losing by 28, trailed by as many as 38 in the loss to Louisville yesterday. It completely got away from them. It was just an 8-point game at halftime, and then Louisville put a hurt on them in the second half. So out of the timeout, the Zags going to show full court pressure. 6-0 start for Gonzaga. Here's an inbound to Rice. Skips it over far side of the floor. Pass deflected by Ajayi. Still gets through to Rice. And now one more pass is going to go over the fingertips of Carlisle and out of bounds. Zags force a turnover. And Mike Woodson is quickly going to go to his bench. And he will bring in the senior who was coming off the bench after starting last year, Trey Galloway, averaging 5.5 points a game. Nembhard brings the ball to the right side of the floor. Defended by Carlisle. One-handed pass right side. Hickman gets a screen from Ike, drives baseline. That little runner for Nolan is good. Boy, he's got that teardrop down on the baseline. Been a big part of his offensive arsenal here early in the season. 8-0, Zags on top, just 2 minutes gone by. Galloway picks up his dribble, passes out between the circles, into the hands of Mbako. Defended by Battle out there. Gives up to Ballo, right back to Mbako. He'll fire a three. That's off the rim. Ajayi up strong for the rebound. Had it poked away, but got it back. We're going to get a whistle, and let's see what happens. The guy blew the whistle and then said, my fault. I don't know. It's an inadvertent whistle, maybe. He just barely blew it and then said, hey, okay, somebody might have heard it. Okay, so now Indiana's going to show some pressure. The official has figured out whatever it was that we needed figured out. Hickman with the dribble brings it into the front court. Dribbles away from the pressure of Galloway, hands it off to Ajayi. Turns the corner with the left, spins, shot up a little bit too strong off the rim. The fadeaway from about 8. Galloway into the front court with it. Dribbling to his right. Gives it up. They look down low to Ballo. Ballo's shot is blocked by Ike, but Graham's also going to be whistled for the personal foul. All ball up top, but Ike body bumped him. And that'll send Ballo to the free throw line. Well, Ballo's going to step to the free throw line, and if you're the Zags, not necessarily a bad place to have Ballo, who has struggled throughout his career. 56% free throw shooter. Made 64% early in the season. So foul number 1 on Ike. Bulldogs lead at 8-0 as Ballo misses his first. Umar has actually switched to shooting free throws left-handed this season. Missed his first, ready for his second. On the way, and good. And now the official is going to step in. Same guy who blew the whistle before. It looked like maybe Battle and Mbako were tangled up a little bit, or maybe Ike and Mbako. We've got a couple of guys chip in, and now Nolan Hickman's going to bring Graham away and take him towards the bench. Mbako made the free throw. And now the official is going to send the Hoosiers to the bench, and I think they're going to go ahead and look at the monitor and see what happened. Mbako made the free throw. It was the fight for positioning where the problem was. So coaches will use this opportunity as a timeout. The Bulldogs still leading 8-0 right now. Presumably the free throw is going to be good. I mean, Ballo made the free throw, and it'll be the activity afterwards. randomly had the opportunity to bump into Umar in the elevator when the Wildcats got here a couple of nights ago. Wonderful to have a quick conversation with him. And things are going well. Again, he spent that redshirt year at Gonzaga and then was with the Bulldogs as a redshirt freshman, where he played sparingly on the team that made it to the national championship game undefeated, losing to Baylor. Made his way down to Arizona with Tommy Lloyd when Tommy took the Wildcats job. Developed into an all Pac-12 performer, now playing his final year of college basketball at Indiana. Again, averaging just under 11 points, about 9 rebounds a game early in his Indiana career. So the officials continue to look at the monitor, and the question may be, they put the free throw up here now, but Mbako may have stepped into the lane early, which would be a lane violation on the Hoosiers and wipe away the made free throw. Now the Zags with the 8-1 lead. We talked about Mike Ajayi and looking to be more aggressive as he's averaged 5.5 points, 4 rebounds over his last 4 games. Well, Ajayi has been aggressive. Now, Christian's got an opportunity to look at the replay, and it's not going to be a lane violation. It looks like Mbako, as Graham went to block him out, hit him in the back. And we'll see what happens. It looks like the Hoosiers are going to stop at the free throw line. So it's a double flagrant foul. And Mbako whistled for his first. And Graham Ike is called for a personal foul, so that'll be his second. So they're going to offset. The Zags will inbound. Give Indiana credit for the free throw made by Ballo. So it's 8-1, but boy, that one hurts the Bulldogs as Graham Ike, just 2 minutes and 44 seconds in, picks up his second personal foul. Pressure from Indiana. Hickman breaks it with the dribble. Trying to shake free of Galloway. Gets into the paint. Now dribbles to the right side. Bounces in the far corner to Battle. Battle, top of the key with the dribble. Pass left side for Nembhard. Nembhard, underhanded flip, free throw line to Huff. Gets it right back. Braden sets his screen. Nembhard drives. Leans in, misses the shot, but he's fouled from behind. Boy, great patience from Ryan Nembhard. Nembhard struggled from the field yesterday. Was just 1 out of 10, but had 12 assists. The 1 turnover. Very patient there. Again, Braden Huff came off the bench with Graham Ike struggling a little bit early and really delivered for the Bulldogs, especially in the second half. He had those 6 consecutive points for GU down the stretch as the Bulldogs open up a 5-point lead that they eventually would give up and lose in overtime. Braden with 19 yesterday. Nembhard makes the first free throw. Ryan on the season, 86% at the line. Ready for his second. And that one is good. Interesting, with Graham picking up those 2 early fouls. Braden Huff not in to rebound. The Bulldogs going to show some pressure. It also gives them an opportunity to set up the press with Ajayi out top. Here's Ballo, gets behind the press. Some confusion between Battle and Huff. Ballo gets the easy dunk. It's 10-3. Battle and Huff talking as they go down the floor, trying to figure out what happened. Nembhard gets a screen from Huff. Now another as he dribbles to his left. Bounces a pass right side to Ajayi. Fakes right, drives left, gets bumped off course, flips it up with the left, it drops, and he's headed to the free throw line. Ajayi aggressive again. The foul against Renew. Ajayi to the free throw line. He's got 4 early points. Ajayi, limited free throw attempts early in his Gonzaga career, 33% so far. And makes that one. A 3-point play for Ajayi. He has 5. The Bulldogs lead is up to 13-3. More pressure from Gonzaga. Up the floor is Carlisle. Passes back. And they work it down low to Ballo. Ballo backing down Huff. Gets up a shot. It drops, and Braden's called for the foul. So Trey Galloway found Ballo. The Indiana fans wanted a foul call on Braden, who Used two hands to try to push Ballo out of the way, but they like the end result. Ballo fought through that, and then Braden fouled him on the shot. Boy, tough task. 7 foot, 265 pounds, sixth-year senior Umar Ballo. Umar's free throw rolls around and finally drops. 3-point play. It's 13-6. Ballo has all 6 of Indiana's points. Hickman walks across half court with the left-handed dribble. Gives it up to Nembhard. Nembhard being hounded by the defender Carlisle. Gets it away to Ajayi, three-point line, top of the key. Huff gives it up to Hickman, sets a screen for Nolan, turns the corner, leans in, shot blocked from behind by Ballo. It's out of bounds, going to stay with the Zags. 15:53 to play in our game's first half here in the Bahamas. Consolation game between number 3 Gonzaga, 14th ranked Indiana. The Bulldogs out to early 13-6 lead. Back after this, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Support Gonzaga men's basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
The crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked-out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Nice start for Gonzaga. The Bulldogs with a 13-6 lead over Indiana at our first official timeout of the game. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from the Bahamas. Bulldogs playing in the Imperial Ballroom at the Atlantis Resort. They say it holds about 3,900 fans. Really nice crowd in here today. Indiana has a huge contingent. The Zags have brought a strong group as well, and they're enjoying this early 13-6 Gonzaga lead. We'll visit Spokane, home of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. This busy city along the roaring Spokane River Gorge has it all. Culinary, beer, wine, entertainment, and outdoor adventure. Whether you already live in the area or you're looking for a vacation, start planning adventures now. Go to visitspokane.com. Live like a Zag. Nice start offensively for the Zags. 5 of 8 from the field thus far. 2 out of 5 for Indiana. Zags have out-rebounded the Hoosiers, +4 in the early goings. Rebounding really hurt the Bulldogs yesterday in their loss. They were -8 in the second half against West Virginia as the Mountaineers rallied from a 10-point deficit. Inbound to Huff. Driving, spinning, shooting, and missing over Ballo. Rebound is controlled by the Hoosiers. Galloway will bring it up the floor. Passes left side to Carlisle. Out top, Renew. Back to Galloway, the senior. Dribbling to his left, turns the corner, drives, pushes off, misses with an air ball, and then Braden Huff with a really nice play, threw it off of Ballo. But how in the world, these officials, we've talked about how inconsistent they've been in this tournament. The game before us, Louisville, West Virginia, we saw 4 consecutive offensive fouls called. I mean, Trey Galloway just put the ball under his arm like he was carrying a football and shoved Nolan Hickman out of the way. No whistle. The Bulldogs do get it on the out of bounds. Dusty Stromer in for the first time, checks in and gets the ball to Hickman. Hickman brings it up the floor. Now between the circles with a dribble. One-handed pass right side for Stromer. Stromer being hounded by Mbako. Dribbling, penetrating, and reversing. We'll see if the foul's on the ground. It goes against Renew. And that's his second personal foul. Let's see what Mike Woodson decides to do. He's arguing there are a couple of white shirts there, and I think he's arguing that did not go against number 5. Now, Galloway, I think, is pleading his case saying the foul was on me. And he's not going to win that conversation. So Renew checks out, averaging 13.5 points a game. Bulldogs Graham Ike sits on the bench with 2 personal fouls as well. So checking in is Luke Goody. He's a transfer from Illinois. He's averaging 2.5 points per game. Bulldogs get to Ajayi driving on Goody, spins. Goody strips it away. Huff comes away with a basketball. His pass is stolen. And here's Carlisle on the run, and he finishes. Indiana making a little run at the Bulldogs. It's 13-8. 5 minutes gone by here in the Bahamas. Nembhard driving with left hand, gets around. Carlisle switches to the right. His shot wouldn't go down. Ball batted around, finally controlled by Ballo. 13-3 lead for the Bulldogs, 5 straight for Indiana. Here's Mbako going to work on Stromer, and wow. That's going to be 2 shots. I thought Dusty was pretty good there defensively. Yeah, we've got the official who's behind the play on a horrible angle. He's got the offensive player between him and the defender, and he's making the call. The guy under the basket did not blow the whistle. It's the guy who's 25 feet away who has no view of the play. Now, the first free throw is good. As I mentioned, Mbako, an outstanding free throw shooter. Now 16 out of 17 on the season. Ajayi is going to check out. We'll see Ben Gregg for the first time. That's some solid minutes for the Bulldogs yesterday. So Zags with the first punch here in the Bahamas. Indiana has responded. As both free throws are good. 7 straight points for the Hoosiers. It's 13-10 Gonzaga. Now Mark brings it up the floor. Carlisle defense. He's across half court with the dribble. Huff comes out, sets his screen, gets it back in a pick and pop. 3 on the way. Braden misses. Rebound tipped, and it's loose. Ballo dives on it, slides across the floor, and there's not going to be a travel call. Here's Indiana coming the other way. Goody gives it up, and Bago has it to Galloway. Left side pass Carlisle. Lob to Ballo. Ballo, left wing, wants to go to work on Huff. Spins, gets up a hook shot, and hits. Tough shot for Ballo. He's having a nice first half. 6 minutes gone by. 13-12, the Zags lead has been cut to 1. Hickman right side, defended by Galloway. Gives it up to Huff out top. He's going to fire another 3. This time it's good. Well, Ballo slow to get out there. Braden Huff can shoot the 3. It's 16-12. Bulldogs looking for that matchup. Here's Goody on the right side. He dribbles into a jump shot. Hits. It's a 3. 16-15. All of a sudden, back and forth we go. Indiana fans like what they're seeing. Goody, his dad played football at Indiana. His uncle, Trent Green, quarterback who played in the NFL, also played for the Hoosiers. Hickman drives, loses the handle right into the hands of Ballo. Long pass up the floor. Galloway chases it down, fires a pass into the right corner. 3 is on the way, and it's good. And Bago knocks it down. Boy, the Bulldogs got off to the great start, but Indiana has responded and now has its first lead of the game. Indiana fans enjoying what they're seeing. It's 18-16. Nembhard shoots a 3. A whistle away from the ball. And it's going to go against Goody as he and Ben Gregg jockeyed for position. Battle's going to check back in. He'll replace Hickman. Nolan playing with his left arm wrapped today. He checks out of the game. Hickman 2 points on 1 of 2 from the field. So Battle back in. Nembhard will inbound. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Bounces into Battle, cutting. His shot was blocked. Miles Rice got it. Looked like potentially a goaltend, but it's not. The block, the offensive shot, the 3 is off the mark, and then a foul is going to go against Rice, I believe. Oh, it'll go against Ballo. That's Ballo's first. He'll check out of the game. Langdon Hatton, a 6'10", 247-pounder, checks in. He's averaging less than 1.5 points per contest. Bulldogs inbound to Battle. He's pressured by Rice. Brings it up the left side of the floor with the left-handed dribble. Now between the circles with it. Bulldogs trail by 2. First time they've trailed tonight. Battle head of steam, throws it up off the glass and in. He'll head to the free throw line. We saw that from KB yesterday. He duplicates it today and has an opportunity to put the Bulldogs back on top. Now Battle will step to the line. He's got 4 points. Caleb, perfect, still perfect on the season. 3-point play. Zags back on top by 1. Rice walks up the floor for the Hoosiers. Gives it up to Hatton. 1 dribble, hands it right back to the point guard. Rice picks up his dribble between the circles to Goody. Back to Rice for Goody again out top. Quickly left side, Mbago has it. Mbako passes to Goody. Goody shoots a 3. That one's off the iron. Rebound is fought for. We're going to have a whistle, and let's see. 2 guys chasing it. I think it's going to be Huff who's whistle for the personal. If it is, that's his second. It is. So for the Bulldogs, foul trouble down low. Huff and Ike each with 2 personal fouls. And for now, Coach Few is going to go with a smaller lineup. Well, we're going to see Greg and Ajayi on the front line for the Bulldogs. Ike and Huff sit on the bench. Goody inbounds it to Carlisle, who's returned. Gets a screen from Hatton, pass back to the big man. He's into the paint. Greg flies in and swats the shot right in the hands of Stromer. Bulldogs on the run, but Indiana gets back defensively. Zags lead 19-18. Greg looks in the paint. He's got Ajayi, leans in, misses over Goody. Rebound, put back good. Ajayi play with some fire early here on Thanksgiving morning. It's 21-18. Hatton with it, driving, spinning, gets all the way to the rim, fouled by Stromer. Well, Hatton will step to the free throw line where he has not converted yet this season. We have an official timeout in the Bahamas. Zags open an early 10-point lead. Indiana came roaring back to go ahead. It's currently a 21-18 Gonzaga advantage. We're going to take a break. Official timeout in the Bahamas. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Ben the Bear here from Valley. VIP Auto Sales in Spokane Valley. I remember struggling through the snow when I was a cub, going uphill both ways until I found Valley. VIP Auto Sales in Spokane Valley. I had no money and my credit had more problems than a math book. Valley. VIP Auto Sales got me into a 4-wheel drive with no money down. Genius. Now I cut through bad weather like a snowplow with chains. Go to Valley. VIPAutosales.com.
Get in and drive.
All financing on approved credit.
Don't be afraid to invest in new windows for your home. Just get 3 estimates and compare. Residential Home Solutions is proud to offer windows manufactured right here in Spokane. Not only can they increase your home's value, but they are very affordable, unlike some out-of-town companies that charge thousands of dollars per window. Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com to set up a free estimate. Please don't overpay a company simply because they have a recognizable name. Quality can be affordable. Residential Home Solutions. Windows custom fit for life.
A lot of college basketball games are won at the charity stripe. It's a free shot, like free storage at Jacobs Custom Living. Buy your outdoor furniture now and we'll store it for free until April 1st. As spring arrives, you'll be outside enjoying the beautiful weather while everyone else is out scrambling to find new patio furniture. Purchase your new patio furniture this month. Receive free storage until April 1st. Get your free shot. Only at Jacobs Custom Living in the Spokane Valley on Sprague, just east of Sullivan.
Every day. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
$11:53 to play first half. We're in the consolation bracket. The battle for Atlantis. Third-ranked Gonzaga 21, number 14 Indiana 18. Zags raced out to an early 13-3 lead. Hoosiers got right back into it as they would go on a 9-0 run to cut the lead to 13-12. They would eventually take the lead at 18-16, but the Zags now a little 5-0 spurt to take the lead back, and they lead it 21-18. Flag West Farm Credit is a financial cooperative that provides financing, crop insurance, and related services to farmers and ranchers across the West. From small family businesses to large operations, Ag West brings the experience and financial know-how to help you grow your best future. Offensively for the Bulldogs, Mike Ajayi has 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He leads the way. Battle has scored 5 early points. Huff with 3, Hickman and Ike with 2. You're just joining us. Foul trouble for the Bulldogs early. Both Huff and Ike sit on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Stromer whistled for his second personal, sending Hatton to the free throw line. Well, both teams have already committed 17 fouls. We'll be shooting bonus free throws for the final 11:53 of the first half. Hatton makes the first free throw. And will shoot one more. Little used player out of Georgetown, Indiana. Making just his fourth appearance in the Hoosiers' sixth game of the year. Hatton goes 1 for 2. Rebound is loose momentarily, but it's chased down by Stromer. So 21-19 is the Gonzaga lead. Craig driving on Hatton. Hatton rejects the shot. It's out of bounds. Zags will have it plenty of time on the clock. 24 seconds to shoot. Stromer, Battle, Ajayi, Gregg, and Nembhard. Both teams a little smaller lineups out there. Ballo gets a break. And there's a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Miles Rice. And that will send Khalif Battle to the free throw line. Now Rice picks up his second, and he will head to the bench. Galloway is going to check back in. Battle will shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. First one is good. He'll shoot one more. Second one for Caleb is good as well. The Bulldogs will take those 2 easy points. Battle now with 7. Still perfect from the line. Gonzaga some full court pressure again. Carlisle over to Galloway. He'll dribble it across half court. Well, almost traveled with it. Able to get it away. Into the hands of Bryson Tucker. The McDonald's All-American freshman seeing his first action, averaging 8 points a game. Tucker has it, drives on Stromer. Stromer goes straight up. Tucker misses the shot. Gregg clears the glass. Nembhard the other way now. Quickly into the offensive end as the Bulldogs move right to left in the first 20 minutes. Nembhard looks to Gregg into the paint. Cutting across, lays it up and lays it in. Beautiful look and a nice finish. Zags lead at 25-19. Gregg's first bucket of the game gives Gonzaga its 6-point advantage as we go under 11 minutes to play first half. Here's a drive, a look for Hatton. He had it swatted away from behind. Boy, Nembhard all ball. And he's going to be whistled for the personal foul. Thought he got that clean up top. Dusty Stromer was involved in that a little bit too. He's playing with 2 personal fouls. They didn't get him. They got Nembhard instead. Hatton to the line. The first one is good. 10:55 to play first half. 2 lead changes. Hatton's second is no good. Battle up high for the rebound. Gets it away to Nembhard. Second time Hatton's gone 1 for 2. 25-20 is the Gonzaga lead. Nembhard into the front court. The dribble gets a screen from Ajayi. Dribbling to his right. Goody picks him up defensively. Wraparound pass Ajayi. Power dribble. Can't get up a shot. Trying to bounce. It looked like it was kicked. And a foul is going to go against the Bulldogs. So Ajayi picks up his first personal foul, and Indiana's going to shoot free throws. Well, I really thought that pass was kicked when it was thrown in there the second time. Maybe it just hit the foot. But a turnover on the Bulldogs, and it'll be Hatton to the free throw line to shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. Ballo waits to check in for Indiana, with the Bulldogs leading by 5. Hatton, for the 3rd time in this first half, hits his first free throw. Got a little hitch in it. He gets it up above his head and then completely stops. It makes them both this time. Hatton gets a nice round of applause as he checks out. Fans like his effort. 4 points on 4 of 6 shooting from the free throw line. Follow back in. Zags lead is 3. Stromer inbounds to Nembhard. He'll bring the ball up the floor under pressure from Carlisle, the transfer out of Stanford. Nembhard driving with the left hand, gets around Carlisle. Carlisle wraps him up. Nembhard finishes. He'll shoot a free throw. And Carlisle got his arm around Ryan's neck, and somehow Ryan able to finish. And we'll look to push the lead back to 6 for GU. Carlisle's going to head to the bench. That's his second personal foul. And back in is Mbako. Free throw good for Ryan. 3-point play. 28-26. Nembhard heads to the bench. Hickman is back in. Nice start for Ryan. 5 points, 3 assists. Pressure from Gonzaga again in the backcourt. Here's a pass over to Tucker. Tucker gives it up to Galloway. Passes back to Tucker, who's across the timeline. Galloway between the circles will retreat with the dribble. Ajayi defends. Galloway. Pass away to Goody. Gets it right back. Bulldogs trying to trap. Indiana gets it away to Ballo, who lays it up and in. Well, if you're the Zags, it's one or the other. You let him lay that thing in, or you make sure that he doesn't get a shot up on goal and make him earn at the free throw line. Umar doesn't shoot him well. Stromer whistled for his third personal foul as the whistle continues to blow here. And Ballo to the line. And Nembhard's going to check right back in. And Stromer to the bench. And that's one where I said, either just let him go. I mean, Ballo snuck behind the Bulldogs defense, which is tough to do at his size, but just let him go ahead and finish that and go and play on the other end. Ballo's free throw is on the way and good. 3-point play. The Bulldogs lead is trimmed to 3. It's 28-25. Ben Gregg is going to head to the bench. Graham Ike with those two personals is back in. Indiana going to pressure the Bulldogs. Nembhard trying to get some separation. He can't. Pass and bounce to Battle instead. Mbako went for the steal. Battle on the run up the right sideline, but Indiana recovers defensively. 28-25 is the Gonzaga lead. 10 minutes gone by here. Nembhard bounces right corner. Battle catches and shoots. The three is off the iron. Wouldn't go down. Ike rebounds. Put back good. Graham found the loose ball. Nobody went for it. It was just bouncing right underneath the basket. He lays it in for a 5-point Gonzaga lead. Here's a pass to Ballo, 3-point line. Ike pressures. Ballo dribbles it once. Away to Galloway in front of the GU bench. Galloway back to Ballo on the pick and roll. Ballo finishes through Ajayi. Boy, he is a load. 13 points for Ballo in the first half. Nembhard the other way with the left hand. Bumped off balance. Trying to throw a pass for Ike. It's loose. Ball battled around in the hands of Hickman. He gives it up right side. Battle. Battle will shoot a three. It's off the mark and over the basket. Boy, scramble play. Ball was loose. Got a wide open look, but Battle couldn't hit. 30-27. Bulldogs leading by 3. 9:15 to play in the first half. Zags have committed 10 team fouls, Indiana 9. So 19 whistles through the first 10 minutes and 45 seconds. They've got all the sweat wiped off the floor. Now the officials telling the Indiana bench to sit down. And Luke Goody now will look to inbound. He gets it in to Tucker. The freshman hands it off to Galloway. Back to Tucker in front of Coach Few on the left sideline to Goody, who hands back to Galloway between the circles. Galloway dribbling to his right, passes for Ballo. Ballo backing down Ike. Taking his time, spins, hook, up, and good. Boy, Ballo has been unstoppable for Indiana in the first half. Give him 15 of their 29 points. Nembhard the other way. Zags lead is trimmed to 1. Hickman off a screen from Ajayi into the paint with a dribble. Leans in, trying to throw a pass for Ike. Knocked away. It's on the ground. Still loose. Fight for it. They're still scrambling for it. Ball still being batted around. And finally, it'll be Nembhard who comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Pass in the left corner to Hickman. His three is good. What a play for the Bulldogs. That thing was batting around like it was in a popcorn machine. Finally, the Zags control and the lead is back to 4. Galloway jumps, throws a pass to Ballo on the pick and roll, and he scores again. The Bulldogs have had absolutely no answer for Ballo. 17 for the Indiana big man. Nemhart gets a screen from Ike, dribbles to his right. Now defended by Ballo on the perimeter. Calling for the clear out. Picks up the dribble. Looks over the top. He's got Ike. Double comes. Kick back to Nemhart. Fakes the 3. Drives. Passes out to Ajayi. Wide open at the 3-point line. Mike's 3 won't go down. He chases down the rebound on his own miss. Leans in. Can't finish. Rebounds his own miss. And scores it this time around. Ajayi with another putback bucket off one of his own misses. 35-31. Gonzaga on top. Ajayi, 9 first-half points for the Bulldogs. Best he's played since the first 2 games of the season. Galloway out top. They're looking to run another pick and roll. Instead, give it to Mbako. Knocked away by Hickman. Mbako gets it back. Drives. Misses the shot. Ball is loose. Not anymore. Battle comes away with it. He's fouled by Goody. Zags showing some fire and showing some fight. We have an official timeout in the Bahamas. 7:15 to play in the first half. 35-31, GU on top as Goody is whistled for his second personal foul. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
It's time for home team rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice. Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Whether you root for the Zags or the Cougs, now's your chance to play for your favorite team. It's the Winning Colors Challenge at Northern Quest. Simply pick up your special Gonzaga or WSU Camas Rewards card now through November 30th and play as usual. Whichever fan base earns the most Camas points wins $10,000 for their program. Become a card-carrying Zags or Cougs fan during the Winning Colors Challenge only at Northern Quest.
Welcome back to the Bahamas, where the Bulldogs lead 35-31. Tom Hudson with you here this afternoon. Adam Morrison will be back with us when the Bulldogs take on Kentucky on December 7th over in Seattle. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Thanksgiving. 35-31 is the Gonzaga lead. 7:15 to play in the first half here. This consolation game against 14th-ranked Indiana. Well, the Zags will return to the Spokane Arena for the second time this season for the return of the CCF Classic benefiting the Community Cancer Fund. The Zags will take on the Portland Pilots for a WCC matchup on January 2nd. Additional information can be found at ccfclassic.com. Both teams shoot the ball well. The Bulldogs 13 of 26. They're 2 of 7 shooting threes, led in scoring by Michael Ajayi's 9 points. Indiana is 10 out of 19 from the field. Umar Ballo, the former Zag, 7 out of 7. The rest of the team is 3 for 12. Ballo has 17 of the Hoosiers' 31 first-half points. Nemhard, Ike, Battle, Ajayi, and Hickman out of the Bulldogs huddle. It's like Galloway, Renew, Ballo, Miles Rice. No, check that. Rice is not returned. It's Bryson Tucker who's down on the far side of the floor. And Mbako are on the floor as Caleb Battle steps to the free throw line. Both teams in the double bonus at the 7:15 mark. 10 team fouls on the Zags and the Hoosiers. Battle converts on his first. The second is also good. Lead back to 6 for the Bulldogs. They've been ahead by as many as 10 when they raced out to a 13-3 lead. Battle 9 points. Joining Ajayi for high point honors for the Zags. Galloway out top. Gives it up to Renault. Now for Tucker, 3-point line right side. Out top, Ballo. Big man picks up his dribble, gives it up to Galloway. 7 seconds to shoot. Galloway will. It's a 3. Rattles out. Ike with the rebound for GU. Long pass up the right side to Nembhard. Bulldogs on the run. Alley-oop for Battle. Two-handed flush. Nembhard saw it all the way. Zags lead 39-31. Caleb into double figure. Second straight game. He scored 10 or more in the first half. Galloway on the drive. Leans in. Shot is an air ball. Ike with the rebound for GU. Gets it away to Nembhard. Zags out and running again. Ryan into the front court. Bounces right side. Battle catches and shoots his 3. Comes up short. Ajayi tries to tip it away from Renew, but Renew able to control. Gets it up the floor to Mbalo. And that ball is stolen away by Nembhard as he went into his move. Battle slowed him down. Nembhard took the ball away. He'll pull up the free throw line, shoot the jumper. It's no good. Ball batted around. Ajayi comes away with it to Nembhard. Fakes the pass to Hickman. Tries to drive, but looked like he lost his footing. So now retreats, and the Zags will set up the offense. Leading by 8 with 6 to play in the first half. Nembhard off the screen from Ike. Bounces it back to Graham on the pick and roll. He lays it up and in. Bulldogs lead is back to 10. 41-31. Zags on top. 5:48 to play first half. Ballo 3-point line defended by Ike. Looking over the top. Pass deflected by Ajayi. Taken away by Nembhard. Nembhard into the front court. Right side pass. Hickman. He shoots a 3. It's off the mark, but before the shot, a whistle. And a foul is going to go against Indiana. On the foul against Tucker, he was trying to get back in the play as Ike was running down the floor and pushed Graham. The official saw it before the shot from Hickman. So Graham's going to step to the free throw line. 5:34 to play first half. Ike at the line for the first time today. And converts. Graham 75% of the line coming into the tournament. And Goody checks back into the game as Graham gets ready for second free throw. He gets that one as well. Rim, glass, and in for the senior big man. Graham now with 8 points in the first half. Coming off the bench after picking up 2 early fouls. Goody has it. Hands it off to Rice, who's back in the game. Nembhard goes for the steal. And Hickman picks Rice up as Rice got around him. They work it back to Rice. Wraparound pass in the corner for a 3. That one is no good. Miss. And a drive the other way for Battle. His shot is blocked. Here comes Indiana on the run. Mbako, who just missed the 3, brings up the floor, leaves it for Galloway. His runner rims out. Mbako rebound, put back, too strong. Ballo had it for a second. Ball knocked out of bounds. Nembhard last to touch. Indiana will inbound, but first a substitution. Emmanuel Inocente is going to check in for the Bulldogs for the first time today. We've seen this substitution pattern for Coach Few over the last handful of games. We had an opportunity to speak with Manny after the Bulldogs win against Long Beach State. And talking about the trust that Coach Few has put in him to come in late in the first half and give the Bulldogs some minutes. Ike checks out. Huff is back in. Ben Gregg also returns for Gonzaga. Mbako to inbound on the baseline. And throws it in for Hatton at the free throw line. Hatton is checked in for Ballo. They give it up to Galloway now. Galloway to Hatton. Hatton into the paint, up, under, stripped away from behind by Nembhard. Battle comes away with loose basketball. Gonzaga forces another turnover, looking to build on a 12-point lead. Gregg, right side pass. Nembhard refuses to screen, drives baseline, fires a pass down low. Huff shot comes up short. He rebounds, passes in the corner to Nembhard. Fakes the 3, drives, had it poked away from behind, got it back. Able to find Gregg, and finally Ben lays it in. That is not the offensive play that Coach Few drew up, but it ended in 2 Gonzaga points and a 14-point lead. It's 45-31. Goody gives it up right side, and Mbako has it. Slips and falls on the dribble. Gregg has to step over him to avoid a foul. They get it away to Hatton. Hatton to Galloway. Now right side, Mbako at the three-point line. Being hounded by Gregg. Gives it up to Galloway. Fakes the pass. Shoots the three. That won't go down. Ball knocked around. Secured by Huff as he ripped it away from Goody. Braden will bring it up the floor himself. Now leaving for Nemhard. The Zags on a 12-0 run over the last 4 minutes to go ahead by 14. Here's a pass. Nemhard battle. Fakes the three. Drives baseline. Leaves it for Huff. Braden with a little teardrop in the paint. 47-31. Zags pulling away late first half. And the Indiana faithful have gone quiet here as Rice pulls up and shoots a three from the right side. That's not going to be close. Ball kicks out of bounds. Nemhard watches the ball carry him into the Bulldog bench, and we have a timeout in the Bahamas. 3:25 to play first half. The Bulldogs trying to pull away 14 straight for the third-ranked Zags. It's 47-31. Back after this, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Liberty.
Ben the Bear here from Valley. VIP Auto Sales in Spokane Valley. I remember struggling through the snow when I was a Cub, going uphill both ways until I found Valley. VIP Auto Sales in Spokane Valley. I had no money and my credit had more problems than a math book. Valley. VIP Auto Sales got me into a 4-wheel drive with no money down. Genius. Now I cut through bad weather like a snowplow with chains. Go to Valley. VIPAutosales.com.
Get in and drive.
All financing on approved credit.
Hi, Dallas Lowe with Golden Rule Brake. Hey, big announcement. We have expanded our service area at our East Francis location to better serve you. We can get the job done quicker, get you back on the road faster. Schedule now at goldenrulebrake.com. You deserve an honest repair at a fair price, and we promise to make it easy. Schedule now at goldenrulebrake.com. All Spokane locations are open Saturdays from 8 to 5.
Attention seniors and individuals with disabilities. Spokane Transit is here to help you save while staying connected to your community. With their Honored Rider program, you'll enjoy a 50% fare discount on all your rides with STA. Whether you're heading to a show, running errands, or visiting loved ones, STA makes it affordable and convenient to get where you need to go. Applying for your Honored Rider discount is simple. Just visit SpokaneTransit.com/honored to learn more and get started today. That's SpokaneTransit.com/honored.
Three minutes, 25 seconds to play in our game's first half here in the Bahamas this Thanksgiving afternoon. The Bulldogs currently on a 17-2 run. They've scored the last 14 points, leading 47-31. The Zags got out to a great start. They scored the first 8 points of the game. They led it 13-3. Indiana went on a 9-0 run, cut the lead to 13-12. They would take the lead at 18-16, but a 3-point play from Caleb Battle on the Bulldogs' next possession put Gonzaga ahead 19-18, and the Bulldogs have led ever since. And how about this? Bulldogs still shooting 50%. They're 17 out of 34. They've made all 11 of their free throws. Indiana's 10 out of 26 from the field. Umar Ballo is 7 for 7. The rest of the team is 3 for 19 right now. Ballo back on the floor. He got a quick breather. Hatton came in for him. But now Ballo is back. Well, the Zags have done a magnificent job. We talked about the rebounding numbers yesterday. The Bulldogs -8 on the glass in the second half as they gave up a 10-point lead. GU right now is +14 on the glass. They've out-rebounded the Hoosiers 24-10. Ben Gregg back on the floor is going to inbound for the Bulldogs. It's Gregg, Nemhard, Battle, Ike, and Inocente. Inbound to Nemhard in the backcourt. Indiana will back off with the exception of Carlisle, who's back on the floor. He'll stay with Nemhard defensively. Ryan across the timeline with a dribble. It's a screen from Ike. Dribbles to his right. No look. Beautiful pass to Ben Gregg, and it's looking oh so easy for the Zags right now. Make it 16 in a row. They lead at 49-31. Cody back in the game, finds Ballo in the paint. Ballo uses the ball to get some separation with Ike, and he scores again. Ballo now 8 for 8 from the field. It's 49-33. Bulldogs look down low to Ben Gregg again. He is wide open under the basket for another easy two. Gregg has 8 points, 51-33. Follow in the paint, misses badly for the first time tonight. I tried to force that one from about 12 feet. Another Gonzaga rebound leads to Nembhard heading the other way. Screen from Ike, dribbles to his left, passes on the sideline. Greg for three, it's good! And Ben has his first three-pointer of the season into double figures with 11. Zags lead it by 21. It's 54-33 in the first half, and Nembhard with a steal. He's on the run. Bounce for Battle. Leans in, throws it up. No whistle. He misses, and here comes Indiana the other way. A bounce from Rice to Ballo, back out to Rice. He shoots a three. That caroms off the rim. Rebound Nembhard, but we're going to have a foul. It'll go against Innocente. Innocente, Greg, and Goody all in there fighting for the rebounds. Innocente whistled for the personal. Ben is slow to get up. Looked like he landed on his right hip. And Coach Few's having a conversation with the official right now. I'm trying to read his lips a little bit. I think he's talking about, I made up by 21 points. He's got a smile on his face now after he made his point. But there's three guys going for a rebound is what it appeared Coach was trying to get across. Goody makes the first free throw. Galloway's going to check back in as Mbako checks out. Ajayi will check in for Graham Ike. Well, things looked a little bleak for the Bulldogs. Graham picked up 2 fouls. Less than 3 minutes into the game, Braden Huff picked up his second personal foul 8.5 minutes in. But the Bulldogs have thrived here in the first half as Goody makes both free throws. Being able to use that depth, go with a little smaller lineup. And they have dominated the Hoosiers to this point. Nembhard walks it across half court. Dribbles from his right to his left. Gets a screen from Ben Gregg. Dribbles to the right wing. Bounces in the paint. He was looking for Gregg off his fingertips. And a turnover on the Bulldogs. Here's Goody the other way. Thought about a three. Pulled it down. It gives it up. 3 on the way for Carlisle. And he hits it. The turnover for the Zags leads to a bucket for the Hoosiers. 54-38. Minute 20 left in the first half. Nembhard between the circles with it. Zags going to run the offense as the clock ticks down to 1 minute to play first half. Greg sets a screen for Nembhard. Pass back to Ben, a little pick and pop. He'll try another three. That one's off the mark. Rebound Ajayi. Kick out Battle. Battle fakes left, drives right, bumped off balance, off the glass and in. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the Bahamas for Caleb Battle. That bank shot from the right side. He's got it down through contact. Battle will step to the free throw line. Luke Goody pleading his case. Mike Woodson also speaking with the official. Ryan Nembhard is going to head to the Bulldog bench. 9 first half assists for the Bulldog senior point guard. Battle makes another free throw. 57-38. Gonzaga on top. 14 first half points, just like he had yesterday for GU. Goody in the front court, hands it off. Carlisle briefly. Now it's Rice dribbling to his left. Now spins back away from the pressure of Innocente. Here's Carlisle off the screen from Ballo, shooting a three. It's off the mark. Long rebound. He grabs the top of the key. And then a foul is called on Battle. Well, we had a stretch there for a couple of minutes where he didn't have many whistles. And Caleb whistled for the personal as he tried to strip the ball away. And Carlisle will step to the free throw line. Carlisle has 5 points. Luke Goody continues to plead his case to the official on the foul call that was whistled against him on that last Battle 3-point play. Carlisle misses the first free throw. 78% on the season, misses his first. Umar Ballo, 19 of Indiana's 38 points. Zag fans give Emmanuel Innocente a nice round of applause. He comes out after playing a solid 3 minutes. Hickman back out there for the final 38 seconds. 1 out of 2 for Carlisle. Substitution, Carlisle heads to the bench. Anthony Leal is going to check in. Leal averages 2.5 points. Doesn't play much. Nemhard brings it across half court, and the Bulldogs will call a timeout. It's that use it or lose it 30-second job, so Coach Fear will take it to draw something up. 57-39, Gonzaga on top. Well, a great start for the Bulldogs. Indiana rallied behind Ballo, took a 1-point lead, and the Bulldogs have been in control since then. Indiana led it, 19-18. The Bulldogs, yes, it was 18-16, excuse me. The Bulldogs took the lead on the three-point play from Battle to make it 19-18. So they led 18-16, 6 set points. Indiana has scored 21 points. The Bulldogs have scored 41. It was very similar to Indiana's second half yesterday. They trailed by just 8 points to Louisville at halftime yesterday. Were outscored by 20 points in the second half. They're down by 18 here with 32 seconds left in the first half. And the Indiana faithful, we heard some noise from them early when the Hoosiers took that lead, but they have been almost eerily silent. Now Hickman, Gregg, Nemhard, Ajayi, and Battle out of the huddle for the Bulldogs. Boy, Nemhard 9 assists, go with his 5 points. Gregg has 11 points, Battle with 14. Ajayi 9 points, 6 rebounds. Right, Zags inbound it to Nemhard, who's defended by Galloway. Ryan just going to dribble it down here. Clock ticks down to 10. 18 seconds left in the first half. Down to 6. Bulldogs have to move. Ajayi comes out, fakes setting the screen. Nemhard drives, tries to throw a pass in the paint to Gregg. It's stolen by Galloway. He throws a long pass up the floor. Hickman hustling, steals it away, throws it up the floor to Battle, who has it poked out of bounds. Actually, Caleb last to touch, but heck of a play by Nolan Hickman. Well, they threw the bounce pass up the floor, looking for Bryson Tucker, and it was chased down by Hickman, who poked it away and prevented the layup. Nice play from the Bulldogs senior guard. So 1.6 seconds left on the clock. Indiana's going to inbound on the baseline. They need an inbounder. Looks like Anthony Leo will inbound from the sideline, just inside a half court. Lobs it up. Gregg pokes it out of bounds. 0.6 of a second go off the clock. And Indiana's going to inbound from right here at the corner by the Bulldog bench. And again, the official calling for an inbounder. Looks like Luke Goody will inbound. Couldn't get it into Tucker. Throws it out for Leal. He dribbles once, slips and falls. And that'll do it for the first 20 minutes in the Bahamas. Leal looking for a foul call, and that argument is going to fall on deaf ears as the official just turns around and walks away. 20 minutes in the books. Leal continuing to look for somebody to talk to, and now he'll walk over to a third official to plead his case. 57-39, 18-point halftime lead for the Bulldogs. We've got first half highlights coming your way after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time. Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Numerica Credit Union Halftime Show. Numerica Credit Union, life moves, live well. Federally insured by NCUA. We'll bring you stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes, as well as a look at scores from around the nation. Now, let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
The Zags have found their offense here against Indiana in the first half. Gonzaga puts up 57 on the Hoosiers and leads it by 18. A great start for Gonzaga. The Bulldogs scored the first 8 points of the game. They would extend the lead to double figures early. Mike Ajayi coming out hot in his second game in the Bahamas. Emar gets a screen from Huff. Now another as he dribbles to his left. Bounces a pass right side to Ajayi. Fakes right, drives left, gets bumped off course, flips it up to the left, it drops, and he's headed to the free throw line. Ajayi aggressive again, the foul against Renew. Ajayi to the free throw line. He's got 4 early points. He made the free throw for a 13-3 lead. Ajayi, 4 of 8 from the field, 9 points, 5 rebounds. At 9 points, ties his Gonzaga career high. He has not hit double figures yet. This is Zag at 9 first half points here today against Indiana. Indiana would rally against the Bulldogs behind Umar Ballo, who was fantastic in the first half. They would come back and take the lead at 18-16, but the Bulldogs would make sure that Indiana lead was short-lived. Caleb Battle with another first big half here in Atlantis. The left side of the floor with the left-handed dribble. Now between the circles with it. Bulldogs trail by 2. First time they've trailed tonight. Battle head of steam, throws it up off the glass and in. He'll head to the free throw line. We saw that from KB yesterday. He duplicates it today and has an opportunity to put the Bulldogs back on top. 11 first half points as he did make the free throw. Perfect 5 of 5 from the line. Gonzaga went ahead 19-18, and the Bulldogs would continue to grow that lead with a dominating stretch of offense. Also doing it with the defense and the hustle as Nolan Hickman pushes the Gonzaga lead to 4. Hickman off a screen from Ajayi into the paint with a dribble. Leans in, trying to throw a pass for Ike. Knocked away. It's on the ground. Still loose. Fight for it. They're still scrambling for it. Ball still being batted around, and finally it'll be Nembhard who comes away with it for the Bulldogs. Pass in the left corner to Hickman. His 3 is good. What a play for the Bulldogs. That thing was batting around like it was in a popcorn machine. Finally, the Zags control, and the lead is back to 4. So the Bulldogs get that bucket from Nolan Hickman, and that helped spark a big run for Gonzaga. It was 33-29 at that point. Ben Gregg has been making some hustle plays all season long for the Bulldogs. Had yet to hit a 3 on the year, but that changed here today. Screen from Ike, dribbles to his left, passes on the sideline. Gregg for 3. It's good. And Ben has his first three-pointer of the season into double figures with 11. Zags lead it by 21. Gonzaga scored 16 straight points to blow this game open. They lead at 57-39. It's halftime here in the Bahamas. We're going to take a quick break. Christian Heim will stand by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios with our halftime show score update. Again, 57-39 Gonzaga on top of 14th ranked Indiana. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today, you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
This great call in Gonzaga history is presented by T-Mobile. December 8th, 2019, facing off against the top 25 Washington team in Seattle, Killian Tilly launched a game-clinching 30-foot three-pointer late in the second half to defeat Washington 83-76.
7 seconds to shoot. Screen from Petrosev. Ayayi gives up to Tilly. He catches and shoots a deep three. Good! Killian Tilly with a shot clock winding down pushes the lead to 5.
Head to T-Mobile.com for a great deal on the iPhone 16 Pro.
Time for a check of the scores around the WCC and around the nation. Let's go to the network studios.
18-point lead for Gonzaga over 14th-ranked Indiana at the break. Christian Heimel with you inside our Learfield Network studios with your halftime scoreboard update. Before we get to that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga men's basketball from Learfield.
Your home for Gonzaga basketball. AM 590, KQNT Spokane at KFOO 96.1 FM Opportunity. Streaming live at 590KQNT.com.
Gonzaga women opening up play in the Paradise Jam over in the Virgin Islands later today. Bulldogs meet up with Missouri State at 2:30 p.m. Zags 4-2 entering today. Lady Bears 3-1. Other matchups for GU in St. Thomas this week. Texas Tech tomorrow. Florida State on Saturday. Two other conference teams in action, both of them playing in Palm Springs, California later today. Santa Clara sitting at 2-4 takes on 4-1 TCU at 1 p.m. in the Acrisure Invitational. At 6 p.m. in the Acrisure Classic, unbeaten St. Mary's puts their 6-0 record on the line against USC, who sits at 5-1. Before getting into the top 25 today, the game just before ours in the Bahamas saw West Virginia take on Louisville with the spot in tomorrow's championship game on the line. Chucky Hepburn with 32 points to pace the Cardinals to a 79-70 win. Louisville now awaiting the winner of number 24 Arizona and Oklahoma in a game that will tip at 2 o'clock this afternoon. 18th ranked Florida taking on Wake Forest in the ESPN Events Invitational, currently down in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. Gators 6-0 entering today. Demon Deacons 6-1. 4 minutes gone by in the second half, and it's all Gators 42-29. Halftime at the Raddy's Children Invitational in San Diego. 13th ranked Purdue maybe on upset alert as they lead NC State by just 1 at the break, 33-32. Top of the hour in Kansas City, 19th ranked Arkansas and Illinois do battle, each sitting at 5-1 entering play today. Number 23 Ole Miss and BYU get going at 2:30 in San Diego, rounding things out in the top 25 today. At 6:30, 12th ranked Mississippi State 5-0, meeting up with UNLV in the Cactus Division of the Arizona Tip-Off in Tempe. Full slate of NFL action on this Thanksgiving Day. Just going final moments ago in Detroit, the Lions led 16-0 at halftime and have to hold on a late Bears rally who scored 13 unanswered in the fourth. But ultimately, Detroit holds on for a 23-20 lead. Kicking off in about a half hour, Dallas takes on the New York Giants. And later tonight, Miami is in Lambeau to take on Green Bay. With your scoreboard update, I'm Christian Heimel. Third-ranked Gonzaga all over number 14 Indiana, 57-39 at the break. More halftime coverage on the way next. You're listening to Gonzaga men's basketball from Learfield.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Some banks receive 5-star ratings and think they've arrived. But at Wheatland Bank, we call that just getting started. Now, as a member of the Glacier family of regional banks, we're doing even more of what made us an industry leader. Anticipating Eastern Washington's growing needs with more expertise, more technology, more resources, well, more everything. The new, even better Wheatland Bank. What more do you need? Seriously, we're asking.
Wheatland Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's halftime in the Bahamas. The Bulldogs lead Indiana 57-39. We take a look at our first half statistics. 14 first half points for Caleb Battle, just like he had yesterday. He was 4 of 11 from the field, perfect 6 of 6 at the free throw line. The rest of the scoring for the Bulldogs, 11 points for Ben Gregg off the bench, 5 out of 7 from the field. Made his first three-pointer of the season. Mike Ajayi has been strong, 9 points, 6 boards for the transfer from Pepperdine. Graham Ike, after picking up 2 early fouls, made all 3 of his field goal attempts and finished with 8 first-half points. 5 for Nemhard to go along with 9 assists and 2 turnovers. Nolan Hickman had 5 first-half points. Braden Huff also with 5 in the first half. Braden and Graham each picked up 2 fouls early and were limited, but still were able to contribute. Graham again had 8 points. Braden finished with 5 in the first half. 21 out of 40 shooting for the Bulldogs in the first half. That's good for 52.5%. 3 out of 10 shooting threes. 12 of 12 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, for Indiana, it was the Umar Ballo show. Ballo, the former Zag and Arizona Wildcat, 19 points on 8 of 9 shooting from the field. So he scores nearly half of their points. 4 out of 22 for the rest of the Hoosiers. Outside of Umar Ballo, 6 points for Carlisle. He was second in line in scoring. Mbako had 5. Goody had 5. Langdon Hatton coming off the bench made 4 free throws. Their backup big man. And that's all the scoring for the Hoosiers. They were 12 of 31 for 38.7%, 3 out of 13 shooting threes, 12 of 16 at the free throw line. Rebounding dominated by Gonzaga, plus 13 on the glass in the first half, 26-13, the Gonzaga advantage. The Bulldogs led in rebounding by Ajayi's 6, 5 boards for Graham Ike in the first half. A lot of whistles in the first half. Each team whistled for 12 personal fouls, and multiple players with 2 personal fouls. For the Bulldogs, Dusty Stromer had 3 personals in the first half. Huff with 2, Battle with 2, Ike with 2. For Indiana, 2 personal fouls called on Renew, 2 on Rice, 2 for Carlisle, and 2 for Luke Goody. Gonzaga leads the game. The score 57-39 as we get ready for the second half. Both teams back on the floor. We've got it coming your way right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
My name is Chris Marino, and I'm the general manager of Spokane BMW. If you own a BMW and haven't been here within the last year, come get a free oil change on me. Yes, seriously, a free oil change. While here, get a brand new BMW X3 for $399 a month, which includes 3 years of scheduled maintenance. Get $1,000 off any set of winter wheels and tires or $750 off a set of tires. Spokane BMW is located blocks north of Gonzaga near the corners of Ruby and Montgomery and Division and Montgomery. Visit us online at SpokaneBMW.com.
Don't be afraid to invest in new windows for your home. Just get 3 estimates and compare. Residential Home Solutions is proud to offer windows manufactured right here in Spokane. Not only can they increase your home's value, but they are very affordable, unlike some out-of-town companies that charge thousands of dollars per window. Call 892-6460 or go to residentialhs.com to set up a free estimate. Please don't overpay a company simply because they have a recognizable name. Quality can be affordable. Residential Home Solutions. Windows custom fit for life.
Looking for a summer camp that goes beyond the basics? NBC Camps offers intensive training in basketball, volleyball, and more. For over 50 years, NBC Camps has focused on developing not just better players, but better people. Gonzaga men's basketball assistant coach RJ Barsh says attending and coaching at NBC Camps was one of the most transformational experiences of his life. Don't miss out. Join us to experience the NBC difference. Visit NBCCamps.com to learn more and register today. NBC Camps. Nothing beats commitment.
Ready for the second half in the Bahamas. The Bulldogs have led by as many as 21 points. It's a 57-39 lead as we get ready for the second half. Zags wearing their road blue uniforms. The away team the first 2 days, they will be the home team tomorrow, regardless of the outcome of this one. If the Zags do hold on to this 18-point advantage, they will play in the 5th and 6th place game. It'll be the last game of the tournament tomorrow night, 8:30 local time, 5:30 Pacific. The loser of this game plays tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock local time. That would be 8 o'clock on the West Coast. So the Zags will have the ball to open the second half. Like both teams with their starting 5 out there to open up the second half. Hickman throws the ball into the backcourt where it's chased down by Nemhard, and we are underway. Nemhard Gives it up to Ajayi in the front court. Pass right side, Hickman. Hickman looking down low for Ike. It's not there, out to Battle instead. He fights through traffic, misses a three-point shot, barely draws iron. Rebound goes to Renew, who plays 2 personal fouls, gets it away to Carlisle. Carlisle to Rice. Out to Ballo at the three-point line. Here's a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Let's see what happens. Ajayi came firing out of there. He's complaining to the official, saying that he got pushed, but he's going to be whistled for the personal foul. That's number 2. Indiana inbounds. Gets it to Renew. 3-point line. Dribbles to his left. Looks in the paint to Ballo. Ballo backing down Graham Ike, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. Boy, that's an interesting call. A little distance away from that thing, but I kind of think Ballo, he's 7 foot, 265 pounds, just kind of making his move, and he didn't really put his shoulder down and barrel through Graham as much as just kind of moved him out of the way, and Graham fell to the floor. So the foul called on Ballo. That's his second personal. Zags going to work on offense. Moving left to right in the second half. Hickman had it briefly in the corner. Pass out to Nembhard, and here's a whistle and a foul. It looks like they're going to get Ajayi again. Oh, no, check that. It's a turnover on the Bulldogs. We'll head the other way. Renew going to work on Ajayi. Now leaves it for Ballo. Can't finish over Ike. Good challenge by Graham. And the Zags still looking for the first field goal here of the second half for either team. Their third opportunity on offense here after halftime. Ike 3-point line. Back to the basket. Hands it off to Nembhard. Drives, kicks. Hickman catches in the corner in front of the GU bench. And Baco defends him. Gives it up to Ike, 3-point line, right back to Hickman. Hickman drives, fires a pass right side, stolen away by Rice. Battle is in pursuit. Rice lays it up and in. And we've got a whistle. And I think the players are saying there's some maybe water or some sweat on the court. I want to see that play. Looks like Miles Rice heard the footsteps of Battle and almost traveled with it, but lays it in. It's the first basket for either team coming 90 seconds into the second half. So turnover on Hickman leads to a bucket for Indiana, 57-41. So a lot of basketball to play here as the Bulldogs try to inbound. Indiana fans think Ajayi was the last to touch as Renew pressured him. The officials say it'll stay with the Zags. Here's Nembhard bringing the ball across half court now under pressure from Carlisle. Transfer from Stanford. Battle. Bulldogs looking for him to move so they can start running the offense. Comes out and takes the pass from Nembhard. Pass back to Nembhard. He bounces it for Hickman on the baseline. Retreats to the dribble. Pass back out to Nembhard. 7 seconds to shoot. Brand refuses the screen to Ike. Drives. Has it stripped away. Got it back. Saved it. A three is on the way. Won't go down. The miss for Battle, and the rebound goes to Indiana. Here's Carlisle the other way. Carlisle pulls up, shoots a three, misses wide right. Karams off the rim and out of bounds. It'll be Zags ball. 17:48 to play second half. 57-41. Bulldogs opened a first half lead of as many as 21 points. Leading by 17 now. Ajayi sets a screen from Nembhard out 30 feet from the basket. Now he gets one from Ike. Nembhard picks up the dribble. Passes out to Hickman. Gets a screen from Ike. Shoots a three and hits it all net. Zags work it to their two guard. He delivers. Hickman has 8 points. It's 60-41. It's gone quiet here in the Imperial Ballroom. Indiana works the ball down low. Renault spins. Can't get up a shot on Ajayi. Passes out. Carlisle touches it to Mbako, who has it stripped. Nembhard comes away with the loose ball. His pass gets through somehow. The Bulldogs work to Battle now to Ike. Off the glass and in. Well, a strange play for the Bulldogs. Nembhard throwing a pass. Ike thought it was for him, and at the last second pulled his hands back, went off his fingertips, stayed in bounds. Battle able to find Ike. And the lead is back to 21. It's 62-41. Here's a whistle and a foul called on the Bulldogs. Nemhard whistled for his second. It comes with 16:44 to play. Carlisle inbounds on the sideline, offensive side of the floor. Passes it into Miles Rice. Rice dribbling with the left hand, bounces for Ballo. Low block left side. Bulldogs fake the double. And now it's going to be a foul or a carry. They're going to say a held jersey. And Graham Ike's whistled for his third personal. I thought Graham was doing a pretty good job of standing him straight up. But the official saw on that backside Graham getting a piece of his uniform. So Ike's whistled for his third personal. Inbound play to Renew. He's looking down low for Ballo. Here's a whistle and another foul. And this one is also going to go against Ike. So Graham on 2 consecutive plays picks up 2 consecutive fouls. Indiana inbound again. And we've got another whistle. Indiana inbounds. And Bago throws it in to Ballo. Ballo goes down. And Braden Huff is whistled for the personal foul. We have had 1 second come off the clock. We have had 3 fouls whistled against the Bulldogs, all on Umar Ballo. And more importantly for the Zags, that's the third on Huff. So Ike with 4, Huff with 3, and we still have 16 and a half to play. Indiana gets the ball into the hands of Rice. He's in front of the Hoosier bench, gets a screen from Ballo, driving across the paint, jumps in the air. Another whistle and another foul. The Bulldog fans have had enough. That's going to be the 6th team foul on the Bulldogs. We haven't played 4 minutes here in the second half. Yeah, we've had 5 fouls called on this possession. It's happened in 8 seconds. 8 seconds, 5 fouls. Ajayi checks out for the Bulldogs. And here's an inbound play. The lefty 3 is off the mark for Renew. There's another whistle. Hey, and it's going to go against Ballo. Now he's complaining. And how about that, ladies and gentlemen? If you came here to watch a basketball game, you have been honored to see the officials blow the whistle. Now 6 times in 11 seconds. Zags lead 62-41. Ballo talking to the official. That's his third. He's saying that's 2 cheap ones on me. Whistles everywhere. Here's a drive by Nemhard. Gets to the rim. Wouldn't go down. Huff fights the rebound away from 3 white shirts. Kicks it out to Greg. Greg passes over right side. Driving Hickman. Finishing Hickman. Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the game. Beautiful look from Greg. 64-41. Nolan into double figures with 10. And the other way, Renault gets an easy 2. 64-43. Nemhard out top. Little hesitation dribble. Gets a screen from Huff. Under the basket. Bounces it in the corner to Greg. Now Hickman right side Battle. Battle gets a screen from Huff. Back out between the circles. Knocked to the ground by Rice. A late whistle. Another foul called here in the Bahamas. 15:27 to play in our basketball game as Rice is whistled for his third personal. It's a 64-43 Gonzaga advantage. We're back right after this. You're listening to the Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Whether you root for the Zags or the Cougs, now's your chance to play for your favorite team. It's the Winning Colors Challenge at Northern Quest. Simply pick up your special Gonzaga or WSU Camas Rewards card now through November 30th and play as usual. Whichever fan base earns the most Camas points wins $10,000 for their program. Become a card-carrying Zags or Cougs fan during the Winning Colors Challenge only at Northern Quest.
At Wheatland Bank, we're all about relationships, so we couldn't be more proud to announce the relationship of a lifetime. Wheatland Bank is now part of the Glacier family of regional banks. With Glacier at our side, we'll deliver exciting new products and the latest technologies. Still, we're keeping our name. like one of those power couples you read about in the magazines. But still bankers. Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Wheatland Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
(64-43), third-ranked Gonzaga leading number 14 Indiana. Winner plays tomorrow at 8:30 local time in the 5th place game. Loser plays in the 7th place game tomorrow morning at 11. Well, Gonzaga basketball is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Tom Hudson with you here. Happy Thanksgiving. Mo will be back with us when we return stateside. Zags take on Kentucky in Seattle. Boy, Mark Pope has the Wildcats rolling. They picked a nice early season win over Duke. They've moved up to number 8 in the polls. And we'll see them at Climate Pledge Arena on December the 7th. Here in the Bahamas, 15:27 to play. We've had 33 fouls called. 18 on the Bulldogs, 15 whistled on Indiana. Ike has 4, Nemhard 2, Ajayi 3, Huff 3, Stromer 3, Battle 2. Ballo 3, Rice 3, and then 3 players with 2 fouls apiece for Indiana. Gonzaga's going to have the ball. It'll be Hickman to inbound on the sideline, across from the GU bench. Gets it into Nemhard. Ryan gets a screen from Huff. Can't do anything with it. Gives it up left side to Hickman on the perimeter. Nolan gets a screen from Huff. Passes right sideline for Nemhard. Ryan trying to grab that with one hand and throw a quick pass. Lost the handle and turned it over. Zags 64, Hoosiers 43. Galloway back on the floor. He had a tough first half. 0 for 5 from the field. Looks down low. He did have 4 assists. Bounces it to Renaud. He can't get up a shot. Gets it to Ballo. To Galloway. Looking back down low for Ballo. It's knocked away by the Bulldogs. That has to be a travel, or are they going to call a foul? That foul's going to go against Battle, his 3rd. Dusty Stromer will check in with 3 personal fouls. And I'm talking about this foul situation and kind of making light of it a little bit, the number of whistles blowing. But, I mean, here's Indiana already in the bonus at the 14:51 mark. Multiple Gonzaga players with 3 or more fouls. Rice makes both free throws. 64-45. Rice now with 4 points. It'll be Hickman who brings ball forward for the Bulldogs across half court. Galloway picks him up. Huff sets the screen. Nolan drives with a one-hander over Ballo. Rattling around. Batted. Huff couldn't secure it, and the Hoosiers come away with it. Rice in the front court gives it up. Renaud should have been called for a travel. Ball's out of bounds. Last touched by the Hoosiers. Renaud thinks that the Zags touched it last, but the officials disagree. Here's Nemhard up the floor being pressured by Carlisle. Gets around him. Dribbling around in the paint, bounced it out to Huff. He's at the three-point line. Rattles out. Carlisle rebounds. Here's Rice the other way up the left side. Flip over the top. Ballo catches and scores. 64-47 is the Bulldog advantage. We have 14 minutes to play here in the Bahamas. Hickman gets a screen from Huff. Bounces it on the right side. Driving baseline, Nemhard. Pass to Stromer in front of the GU bench. Dribbling with the left hand to the free throw line. Pull-up jumper, no good for Dusty. And another rebound. Renew comes away with it, and Here's Galloway to the right wing. Little one-hander over Ben Gregg off the front of the rim. Zags rebound, but we've got a whistle. And I believe that is number 4 on Braden Huff. In case you were wanting to listen to a basketball game today, listen to a bunch of whistles. One way or the other, we're getting the whistles. My goodness. Well, Ballo's going to step to the free throw line. The Bulldogs have committed 8 fouls in a little more than 6 minutes in the second half. Ballo shooting those free throws lefty, misses the first off the front of the rim. Stromer rebounds. Bulldogs going with the small lineup. Nemhard fakes the pass, drives on Goody, who bumps him off balance. Nemhard's going to shoot a couple of free throws as Goody picks up his third personal. So the play-by-play of this game, when they print it out, is going to be about 17 pages long. Foul by 14, foul by 32, foul by 11, foul by 34. They're going to run out of paper here. Nemhard's first free throw is good. Still a ton of basketball to play. 13:31 left in our game. Nemhard goes 1 out of 2. Gregg tips it. Away from Ballo, but out of bounds. 1 out of 2, 18-point lead for the Bulldogs. Foul count at 36 now in the ball game after the whistle on Goody. He dribbles the ball on the right perimeter, gives it up on the sideline. Galloway looking for Ballo. Ballo defended by Gregg. Here comes a double team. He passes out of it. Renew gets to the left hand and finishes in the paint. 65-49. Gregg to Nemhard. Sets a screen for Ryan. Dribbling with the left hand. Had it stripped. A whistle and a foul against Indiana. Well, number 3. Called on Renew. And Nolan Hickman's going to inbound for Gonzaga. No, he won't. He'll step out. Nemhard will take the ball on the baseline. Nemhard gets it into Hickman. Right baseline, drives off the glass and in. Tough angle. Nice finish for Nolan Hickman. 67-49. 12 points for Nolan. There's Rice. A lot of dribbling out top. Gives it up to Goody. Now Ballo. Ballo defended by Gregg. Stromer comes over on the double. Ballo splits it. Misses. Rebound Nemhard. Nemhard quickly across half court with it. Indiana gets back defensively. A little crossover dribble on Galloway. Drives, passes back out to Hickman. Top of the key for Gregg. Now right side Stromer. 3-point line to Gregg between the circles. Hickman catches and shoots from the left side off the Gregg pass. He connects, and the Bulldogs lead us back to 21. Hickman, 5 straight points for GU. Give him 15 in the game now. Rice drives, gets to the rim, rattles around, and drops. Goody with the steal. Galloway heads the other way. Bulldogs trying to break out. Turn it over. Ballo has it now. Again defended by Gregg. Tries to throw a pass over his shoulder. It's anticipated and stolen by Nemhard. Bulldogs will slow the tempo a little bit. Nemhard across half court. 11:35 to play. Gets a screen from Ajayi, who's back in. Pass intended for Ajayi, and the ball's out of bounds. Now that's not a foul. That's the. And Galloway with a full piece of Mike Ajayi knocked him to the ground. No whistle there. Gonzaga will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. 70-51. Zags on top. 11:30 to play. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Welcome back to the Bahamas, where the third-ranked Bulldogs lead Indiana 70-51. Is our score. Well, hey, Zag fans, the Xfinity 10G network, get the fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out every day. Enjoy reliable connections so everyone can be online at once, even during peak hours. Introducing the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. The Zags have hit 26 of 51 shots so far today, 51%. 3 consecutive games under 50% for the Bulldogs, including a season-low 40% in that 86-78 overtime loss to West Virginia yesterday, but they bounced back nicely. 15 points for Nolan Hickman. He has been efficient. 6 out of 8 from the field. He's made all 3 of his threes. 14 for Caleb Battle. 6 of those coming from the free throw line. Ben Gregg has 11. 10 points for Graham Ike. Jags 5 of 15 shooting threes. 13 of 14 at the free throw line. 37 fouls committed so far. 20 by the Zags. 17 for Indiana. We still have 11 and a half to play. Nemhardt's going to inbound. Zags continue to dominate the glass. Nemhardt flips it out for Hickman. All right, Rice went for the steal, almost got it. Here's Hickman left side. He'll try another 3. His first miss of the game. Rebound, Renault. Rice brings the other way for the Hoosiers. Zags led 57-39 at halftime. Leading 70-51 now. Goody, 3-point line, picks up his dribble. Hands it off to Rice. Over to Galloway, right back to Rice. The 2 point guards on the floor together for the first time today. Galloway catch it on the baseline, wants to go to work on Nemhard. Gets a screen from Ballo, throws it back to Ballo on the pick and roll. He lays it off the glass and in. Ballo has been just about all of the offense that Indiana's been able to muster here today. 23 of their 53 have come from Ballo. Well, he shot it well. Everybody else has really struggled from the field. Hickman, right perimeter. Left side for Nemhard. It's a screen from Gregg, and then his foul. I believe Ballo is going to be whistled for his 4th personal foul. Everyone's ran a little pick and roll there, and Ballo got caught up. Ballo 9 of 11 from the field. Make it 10 out of 12 with that last made bucket for 23 points. Now he's 10 out of 12. The rest of the team has made 7 field goals on 29 attempts. Nemhard throws it into the backcourt. It'll be chased down there by Gregg. Renault defends. Gregg brings to the front court away to Stromer, who's returned. Dusty playing with 4 fouls. Driving with the left hand. Lost the handle. And Indiana comes away with it. Long run from Baco as he beats everybody down the floor and throws down the dunk. (70-55). It's a 15-point lead. The Indiana fans, for the first time, starting to make a little bit of noise. Since at least they took that lead at 18-16 briefly, it was kind of loud in here, but they've been mostly quiet as Gonzaga has led by as many as 23. Here's a whistle and a foul as Ben Gregg hits the deck. And we'll see who the foul is against. And that's team foul number 7. I think the officials are going to send the players to the bench, and they're going to look The check. It's Rice's fourth. What kind of a foul that might be? Was it potentially something a little more than just a basketball play? So they'll take a look at the monitor. 9:53 to play. Bulldogs lead at 70-55. And Nemhard, 11 more assists today. Ryan does have 4 turnovers. So he came into the game with 59 assists and just 7 turnovers through his first 6 games. There are now 70 assists and 11 turnovers for the Bulldogs senior point guard. Nolan Hickman continues to lead the Zags with his 15 points. Battle 14, Greg 11, Ike 10. Ajayi 9 points, 7 rebounds for GU. Zags await the winner or loser of the game on the other side of the bracket. That will be Providence and Davidson. Looks like no illegal contact, and Ben Gregg will step to the free throw line to shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. So Indiana's been in the bonus since the 14:51 mark. The Bulldogs are in the bonus now with 9:53 to play. Front end rattles around and drops. Ben has 12 points. Make it 13. Both free throws are good. 72-55 is the Gonzaga advantage. Galloway into the front court. Picked up by Hickman. Gets a screen from Renault. Picks up his dribble. Right side pass. Carlisle had it briefly. Renew again, going to work on Greg. Double team comes. Kick out Carlisle for 3. Back iron. High rebound fought for. Ajayi had his hands on it. He was sandwiched between 2 Hoosiers. And the foul's going to go against Indiana. That'll get a nice little round of applause from the Zag fans in attendance. 4 on him. Ben Gregg's 13 points. First time this season he has reached double figures. We're going to see Langdon Hatton, the backup big man, for the first time in the second half. Now the 2 starting bigs for Indiana with 4 personal fouls each, just like the Zags. All 4 players currently sitting on the bench. Ajayi makes the front end of the 1-and-1. And makes the second free throw as well. 4 straight free throws for the Bulldogs push the lead back to 19 at 74-55. Carlisle dribbling from his left to his right, bounces it back to Hatton. He lays it in with the left hand. And I think Ben Gregg will pick up that foul. Now check that. They're going to get Nemhard. Hatton misses the free throw. Rebound fought for, but we've got a whistle and a foul. Mbako was able to fight through and grab the rebound. The foul goes on Ajayi. Wonder how Ajayi could be called for that foul. Mbako got around him and actually grabbed the rebound. It's kind of an interesting, maybe just let him play. The kid had the rebound. He makes 1 out of 2. That's 4 on Ajayi. With 74-58. Hickman dribbles it between the circles now. Gives it up to Ajayi. Now Nemhard. Right side, Hickman on the perimeter. Gets a screen from Gregg. Tries to penetrate to Knight. Bounces to Ben. Ben going to work. Spins into the paint. Little fadeaway. Throws it high off the glass. Goody comes away with a rebound off the Gregg miss. Pass up the floor to Carlisle. Here's Goody on the drive. He blows the layup. Got all the way there. He's anticipating contact. Put a shoulder down, trying to pull some people out of the way, and there was nobody there. 8:35 to play. Zags lead 74-58. Hickman catch and shoot three. Won't go down. Ajayi had his hands on the rebound. We've got a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go against Goody. That's his fourth personal. Thanksgiving turkey's going to get cold for a lot of folks here in the arena as this game drags on and on. Jai's first free throw drops, and he'll shoot one more. Ajayi makes both free throws. 13 points for him. He, like Ben Gregg, into double figures for the first time this season. 76-58. Carlisle off a screen, pulls up right wing, shoots a jumper, too strong. Ajayi rebounds. 76-58, 8:07 to play. Hickman on the right side to Gregg. Out top for Nemhard. Refuses the screen of Gregg. Now dribbles back the other way. Picks it up. Pass in the corner for Gregg. 7 seconds to shoot. Gregg, little jab step. Shoots a three over Hatton. Halfway down, pops out. Mbako comes away with a rebound. Gives it up to Galloway. Leaves it for Mbako. Left side pass. Carlisle with it. Transfer out of Stanford. Defended by Hickman, gets a screen, weaves his way into the paint, throws up a little 10-footer. It's off the mark. Tips the rebound out. Mbako fakes the three, dribbles one, step back three, wouldn't go down. Hatton tips it, but it's controlled by Battle. Zags leading at 76-58. Coach Few says, let's just run some clock here with this comfortable 18-point lead, 7:10 to go. Ajayi, one rebound shy of a double-double as Battle drives. That ball's out of bounds. Last touch by the Hoosiers. Good hustle play by Ben Gregg. Keeps it alive, and the Hoosiers kick it out of bounds. All the whistles we've seen today. The backup big man comes over and body checks Battle as he goes up for the shot, and we'll play on. Exactly 7 minutes left in our basketball game here in the Bahamas. Zags 76, Hoosiers 58. Back right after this, you're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Papa Murphy's $7.99 everyday value lineup is, well, a pretty big deal for a pretty small price. We're talking big savings and big flavors, like the new bold shredded pepperoni pizza, savory crumbled sausage pizza, or classic cheese pizza, all for the small price of $7.99 each. So head to Papa Murphy's, because with freshly made large pizzas at this small price, you can afford to take and bake big-time deliciousness all day, every day. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. The Bulldogs leading 76-58 with exactly 7 minutes to play here in the Bahamas. If you're looking for an all-star lineup of sporty all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, make the smart play and head on out to Cal. The Bulldogs led in scoring today still by Nolan Hickman with those 15 points. Mike Ajayi is closing in on a double-double. He has 13 points to go along with 9 rebounds. Nemhart with 11 assists for the Bulldogs. Caleb Battle has 14. Ben Gregg with 13. Gregg and Ajayi both with their best offensive games of the season. Each scoring 13 points. First time either has scored 10 or more in a game for the Bulldogs through 7 games this season. Foul trouble for Huff and Ike has kept the big men on the bench for most of this second half. We've talked about the depth of this Gonzaga basketball team and what it potentially means. I mean, consider this. Your starting big man, who's a third-team All-American, has played 12 minutes and 51 seconds. Your leading scorer coming off the bench, Braden Huff, has played 9 minutes and 22 seconds and still ahead of the 14th-ranked team in the country, 76-58 with 7 minutes to go. Graham's back on the floor with those 4 fouls. Ballo, same story. 2 big men staring each other down. Graham sticks the jumper from the right wing. And Ike with another bucket gets him to 12. Perfect from the field for Graham. The lead is 20. Ballo, defended by Ike, kicks it out. Tucker, the freshman, had it briefly back to Ballo. They look to Tucker cutting. Ballo finds it. Coach Few not happy about that. The result, 78-60, 6.5 to play. Nemhart gets a screen from Ajayi, dribbling, stepping back, shooting, and hitting the three-point shot. Nemhart had the Indiana defense on skates, sticks the three. And the Bulldogs lead is back to 21. They've led by as many as 23. 8 points now to go along with those 11 assists for Nemhart. Right side jumper, Tucker misses. Nemhart secures the rebound for GU as we go under 6 minutes. Hickman out between the circles. Nemhart driving, hanging, leaves it for Ajayi. Baseline jumper, good, all net, and the Zags have tied their biggest lead of the game. 15 for Ajayi. 83-60, 5:35 to play. Indiana looks out top to Ballo, quickly to Galloway. Galloway gets a screen from Ballo, drives and throws it in. By off-balance, awkward shot put. Galloway makes his first field goal attempt in 7 tries. It's 83-62. EK top of the key, handoff, Nemhart. Nemhart pushed in the chest. Coach Few's out on the floor talking to the official. Nemhart drives, can't get up a shot on Ballo, spins around, bounces it for Ajayi, who comes away with it, then had it knocked away. It's out of bounds, and the officials will say it's Hoosier basketball. Boy, oh boy. I mean, Galloway had a full palm wide open right in the chest of Ryan Nemhart. He's talking to the official right now, saying, and Coach Few's still talking too. Interesting whistle today. Let's say that. Here's Rice back on the floor between the circles. He gives it up to Tucker. Tucker loses the handle. Hickman comes away with the steal. And now the official is going to say a kicked ball. Or is he going to call a foul? He's going to say a kicked ball. Okay. Indiana ball. Zags lead 83-62, 4:36 left in our basketball game. Indiana inbound in front of its own bench. Lobs it in. Renew going to work on Ajayi, who's playing with those 4 personals. And Ajayi kind of backs off, and the bucket is good. 4:25 to play. Nemhart brings it up the floor. Rice is with him as he brings it across the timeline. Nemhart passes over to Battle. Battle bounces to Ike. Fakes the shot, spins a couple of times. Going to be whistled for a travel. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Indiana has it back, trailing by 19. Miles Rice, mostly quiet. The transfer from Washington State struggled yesterday, is struggling here today. Now we have a whistle. Maybe a shot clock situation now. I just saw a bird flying through the ballroom, too. Maybe someone was distracted by that. Okay, they took 2 seconds off the clock, so it's at 4:09. 27 seconds to shoot. Rice drives, challenges Ike, misses the shot off the front of the rim. Ike chases down the rebounders. Nembhard on the run. Another alley-oop for Battle! Oh, throws it down with 2 hands. A couple of alley-oop finishes for Battle from Nembhard today. It's 85-64. .45 to play. The Bulldogs have not been challenged since midway through the first half. There's Ballo spinning to that right-handed shot put from about 12 feet. Ballo has been good for Indiana today. 25 points for the big man, but he's had very little help. 85-66. Nembhard into the paint with it, surrounded by 3 white shirts. Bounce out to Ajayi, back to Nembhard. Nembhard hounded by Rice just inside a half court. Now Rice is whistled for the personal foul. That'll bring us to our final official timeout of the game. Rice is fouled out of the game. And now Caleb Battle, as he was walking back over to the team huddle, is down on the ground. Looks like maybe he's cramping up a little bit as he's grabbing his hamstring. We're going to take a break. 3:19 to play in our game. Zags by 19. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball.
Hey, folks, this is it. The best weekend of the year for buying a TV. Forget inflation, because now you've got deflation with Black Friday pricing on top-rated brands like Samsung, LG, and Sony. Where's the best place to shop? It's not the clubs or online. Join the smart shoppers heading for video only, because they've got better than Black Friday deals. That's right, better. Don't believe it? Then bring your prices to video only and compare before you buy. Or you'll be sorry. At Video Only, you won't find huge stores with refrigerators or microwaves, but you will find the best deals on top-rated TVs, soundbars, and monitors. Shop around. Just make sure you visit Video Only, because if you don't,
you'll be sorry.
On Division, north of Francis. Video Only.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
85-66, 3 minutes and 19 seconds to play. Miles Rice is fouled out of the game with 6 points. The first player disqualified, but a whole lot of players with a whole lot of fouls. And we've had 44 whistles. 42 free throws shot combined. The Bulldogs have been fantastic on the line, 19 of 20 so far. And the Bulldogs have been in control of this basketball game since they went on a 16-0 run shortly after Indiana took a 1-point lead. So the Zags scored the first 8. They led 13-3. Indiana came back and took an 18-16 lead, but a 3-point play from Caleb Battle put Gonzaga back on top 19-18. The Zags used that 16-0 run to take a 57-39 lead into the locker room. They've had the lead up to as many as 23. And it's 85-66 with 3:19 to play. Well, it's Zags fans versus Cougs fans in Northern Quest Winning Colors Challenge. Get your Gonzaga Campus Rewards card and play for the Zags. The fan base with the most points wins $10,000 for their program. Details at northernquest.com. So Nembhard to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2. Both teams in the double bonus. Nemhard converts the first. Both free throws good. It's a double-double for Ryan Nemhard. Ryan with 11 points as Galloway brings the ball up the floor. To go along with his 13 assists, Nemhard off the steal, bringing the Bulldogs the other way. School record for assists. Blake Stepp holds it with 16. 3 minutes to play. Nemhard has the ball in his hands. Pulls up, thought about a three, instead passes it right side to Hickman. Hickman bounces for Ike. Ike and Paulo. Ike stares him down. Couple of shot fakes. Now will shoot it. Comes up short. Galloway. Rebounds for Indiana. Galloway gives it up. They're looking down low for Ballo. Ballo's calling for a clear out there so he can get the ball and go to work on Ike. He got it now. 25 points and counting for the former Zag. Ballo can't get up shot. Kicks it out instead for a three. Comes up short. Mbako with the miss. Nemhard looks over at Coach Few. He says, just get it across the timeline and let's slow things down a little bit. Zags are going to run this thing out, leading by 21. Galloway defends Nemhard as the clock ticks down to 8. Ajayi sets a screen for Ryan, dribbles to his right, gets around the defender, scoops it off. The glass wouldn't go down. Galloway gives it up for a three. And Mako knocks it down. 87-69. Hickman will dribble it out just inside a half court. Defended by Tucker, the freshman All-American. Hickman passes back to Ajayi. Takes left, tries to drive right. He's denied. Bounces it for Ike. Gets around Ballo. Reverses and scores with the right hand. Ike with a nifty move on Ballo. 89-69 is the Bulldog lead as we approach 1 minute to play here in the Bahamas. Galloway, right side pass. Renew had it to Ballo, to Galloway cutting. Ballo has come up with a couple of nifty assists, finding cutters through the paint. Nemhard walks it across half court. Galloway defends. Ryan dribbles it out. Clock ticks down to 10. Nemhard drives. Can't get up a shot. Kicks it in the corner. Three on the way. Won't go down. Ike with the miss. Hoosiers head the other way. 89-71 is the score. And Bago with the bucket. 89-73. 25 seconds to play. The shot clock is off, and the Bulldogs will dribble the clock down. 2 lead changes. Bulldogs fell behind 18-16, went right back on top on a 3-point play from Battle, and they would never trail again. The Bulldogs lead by as many as 23. And they dominate 14th ranked Indiana in an 89-73 win. We've got a timeout. And we'll be right back after this. Zags win at 89-73. They advance to tomorrow's 5th place game. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Tom Kelly's carbon fiber mountain bike. Because more than riding his carbon fiber mountain bike, Tom loves telling people about his carbon fiber mountain bike. Friends, family, even a local barista knows about his carbon fiber mountain bike. And that's why Tom's carbon fiber mountain bike, if you haven't heard about it, is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Whether you root for the Zags or the Cougs, now's your chance to play for your favorite team. It's the Winning Colors Challenge at Northern Quest. Simply pick up your special Gonzaga or WSU Camas Rewards card now through November 30th and play as usual. Whichever fan base earns the most Camas points wins $10,000 for their program. Become a card-carrying Zags or Cougs fan during the Winning Colors Challenge only at Northern Quest.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Gonzaga picks up the victory here, improving to 6-1, 89-73 the final score. At First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. Now again, the Zags jumped out to an early 13-3 lead. Indiana rallied, went on a quick 9-0 run to get back in the game, and then raced past the Bulldogs momentarily at 18-16. Gonzaga gets a three-point play from Caleb Battle. GU would lead for the final 32 minutes and 40 seconds of the basketball game. Indiana hung around there